MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
Back in the here and now, we have the Dodge 600 ES Sports Sedan, a car that first showed up last model year as part of Chrysler's e-car lineup. This year, it's a perfect example of how Detroit is changing and for the better. It used to be that new Detroit models would stay pretty much the same mechanically throughout their lives, even if they had obvious shortcomings. But now engineers start working on refining new models almost before the first examples hit the streets. And in the case of the 1984 600 ES, the extra effort has really paid off.
If there was anything found lacking in last year's Dodge 600 ES, it was the Anemic Drivetrain, but no more. Now the base 2.2-liter engine sports a throttle body fuel injection and 5% more horsepower at 99. And with this car's new turbocharged version at 142 horses, acceleration performance is outstanding. Our quarter-mile test produced a very quick time of 16.8 seconds at 79. That's 3 seconds less and 11 miles per hour faster than our 83 non-turboed test car. Chrysler has also made 15 detailed changes to the previously balky, vague, and very rubbery 5-speed shift linkage. It's now much more precise. It's still not the best we've found in any front-wheel drive car, but at least it now lends itself to far more positive gear changes. It helped mightily in a 40 to 55 passing time of only 3.7 seconds. To say nothing of a true sports car-like 0 to 60 time of 10.2 seconds, a big improvement. But engineering changes didn't stop with the engine and transmission. Handling was a high point before. Now it's also been refined. The new car continues to corner very well for a sedan, but now there's far less strain on the chassis. Before, hard turns or fat bumps produced a lot of thumps and creaks throughout the body. Chrysler has now improved the chassis attachments for the front McPherson struts, so vibration from the shocks dissipates along a different path than those from the springs. It's called isostrut, and it works. The power-assisted front disc rear drum brakes, however, remain mostly unaltered. Stops from 55 averaged a short 125 feet. Chrysler's e-cars have much less tendency for tail swing than most front-drive cars, but there is some premature rear brake lockup. As for the exterior, changes on the 84 Dodge 600 ES are minor. The most noticeable are the attractive wraparound taillights. In general, we like the e-car's long but concise styling. The black-walled, high-performance radials and minimum use of chrome allow one excess, the fake front fender louvers. They actually add to the overall look rather than just cause clutter. But you really know the 2,785-pound 600 ES means business when you see the working hood vent that channels cooling air past the 2.2 liters turbocharger. It's located on the far side of the transverse engine at the firewall. Along with a unique water cooling jacket around the turbo's bearings, it should ensure long, trouble-free boost. It seems Chrysler's large front-drive cars appear easier to maintain than most others we've seen. With a new thick-rimmed steering wheel borrowed from the Daytona Laser Sports Coupes, the interior of the 600 ES also continues most inviting, our only request being a bit more front seat travel. But we'd also like to request the Daytona Laser's fine needle and dial instrument cluster, rather than this electronic whiz-bang unit. I guess we're just old-fashioned here, despite the fact that this arcade does contain everything except a boost gauge. Civilians will find the gizmo tack lags engine speed only slightly. That is, if you can see it. The vision is partially blocked by the steering wheel. The only other item that gave us any pain was the trunk lid that doesn't open high enough to avoid the occasional headache. But it's only a small hurt. At least the trunk is huge if strangely shaped. But these tiny gripes are easily offset by the 5-speed Turbo 600's fine fuel economy rating of 22 city and 35 highway. That's only slightly lower than it is without the hot air boost. Our 100-mile economy loop result of 27 is just where it should be. The 600 ES Turbo can also be ordered with a 3-speed automatic. We like the first Dodge 600 ES and are frankly amazed at how much better it is for 1984. It rides better, goes faster, with fine handling and acceptable brakes. With a base price for the turbo model of $10,135 and our loaded car at $13,118, the Dodge 600 ES, with its combination of high technology and performance, is even more affordably desirable.